Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, I'm Kelly, and today's video is a follow-up video from a few hauls that I posted at the end of 2020. I did recently upload another haul video at the beginning of February, and I am not talking about any of the products that I hauled in that video. I'll have another follow-up for that one, but I am revisiting my Sephora Vib sale birthday haul and my Black Friday haul. So I will have both of those videos listed down below if you're interested in seeing the initial haul videos. But today is fun because not only is this a follow-up, we are going to do this ranking style. I know that Angie or Angelica Nyqvist and Samantha March both do like haul ranking style videos, so I'll have both of their channels listed down below. I love watching ranking videos. I find it super interesting. I love to not only hear people's follow-up to their hauls and products they've been trying out, like little mini reviews, but also to see it in a ranking style I think is super fun. So I wanted to jump on the bandwagon and I wanted to rank the products that I picked up. So that is what we are here to do. Before we jump into the video, I do want to tell you what's on my lips really quickly because no doubt when I'm editing, I will forget. So on my lips, I have MAC's Strip Down Lip Liner. I filled like the outer edges of my lips and filled it in just a little bit. Then I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Kim KW, and I topped it with my Ofra Samantha March lip gloss in Millie. I've been really enjoying this lip gloss. And if you're curious as to what is on my eyes, it is the Club, I almost dropped it, the Club Nebula palette by Angelica Nyqvist and Kaleidos, and I do have a video on that. You can check that out here if you want to see me creating these two looks, but why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. I do want to start by saying if you caught those haul videos, there are a few products that were repurchases, and obviously it's a repurchase and I like them, so they're not included in the ranking. That was my Giorgio Armani Sea Perfume, Shiseido Facial Cottons, the It's a 10 Hair Leave-In Conditioner, MAC Fix Plus, Benefit Roller Lash, and Dose of Color Stone. I won't be putting those in the ranking because I was repurchasing all of them. I also picked up the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels, and I have not used them yet. So sadly, they are not included in the ranking as well. I had them in a drawer and then I pulled them out of the drawer telling myself that I needed to try them, and I just haven't yet. But I do have 17 products to rank for you, from 17 down to 1, least favorite to most favorite. A few of them I don't have. I've used up, I've decluttered. We'll get into my little mini review and my thoughts. So product number 17 is the Tower 28 SOS Spray. I did feature this in an empties video. I used it all up completely. I purchased the little mini. I have since used it all up, so I decluttered it. I got it out of my collection, but I will not be repurchasing it. First, I did not like the nozzle, the sprayer. I felt like it was like spitting at me and like I would jump when it would hit my face. And then on top of that, it just felt like I was spraying my face with water. So I looked at the ingredients and it's like water and two other things. So I just didn't feel like it was doing anything for my skin. I felt like I could put water in a water bottle, and instead of paying $12 for that mini, I could spray my face with my water at home. So that's why it's number 17. It wasn't like a bad product. I just didn't think that it did anything. Number 16 was the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Again, purchased that in a mini. I used it a couple times, and while it did feel slightly hydrating, I wouldn't really call it a hydrating primer. It felt very grippy, hydro grip, so it was like a cooling gel with a grip, but I noticed that when I would go in to put my foundation on and blend it out with my beauty blender, it would peel up on my skin. And I just didn't like that. I tried it multiple times. I tried it with a brush and a sponge. Neither way worked for me, so I passed it off to my friend Smags, and she actually had the same problem. So she said she's not a fan of it either. That has been decluttered out of both of our collections. Number 15 is my Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, The Taupes. I really wanted to get my hands on these little minis by Juvia's Place. I purchased them at Ulta. They're super affordable. I want to say that it's like $14, but I think I even got this for $7 when Juvia's Place was having a sale. I do like this eyeshadow palette. I think it's good, but it does give you a very soft, subtle look. So if you are someone who has a deeper complexion than myself, or if you're someone who really likes your eyeshadow to be bam and super pigmented, this would not be the eyeshadow palette for you. I do enjoy it. I've used it a couple times, but like I said, it's more for like everyday, very soft and subtle looks, and not for someone who's very into high pigmented shadows. And I don't think that's true for the Juvia's Place formula, because I've heard a lot of people really rave about these minis. But even the people who have raved about those minis have said that this one is a little bit more soft and subtle for them. So I think that that's just specific to this eyeshadow palette. In the number 14th place is this Rare Beauty primer. This is the illuminating primer. Now, I don't think that this is a bad product, and I didn't rank it lower because I thought it was bad. I've really only used it twice. I just think that this is a product that I'm going to reach for more towards spring and summer because it is an illuminating primer. So the couple times that I used it, it was good. I thought it was nice. This is the mini size. I just am not getting a ton of use out of it right now, and that's the reason why it's in the number 14 spot. So once I get some more use out of it, maybe I'll feel differently about it. It's just not something that I find myself reaching for consistently at the moment. Then we have a brush in the number 13th spot. It is this e.l.f. brush, the small stipple brush. I think that I had this brush in my collection before, and then I think that it broke, like the top popped off. Anyway, I purchased this based on Jessica Braun's recommendation. She mentioned this in a video. I don't remember which video, but I'm trying to get into more cream products because I have dry skin, and so she mentioned this stipple brush. She said that it's great for like cream contour or cream blush. I've used it a few times. It's good. It's a good product for cream blush and cream bronzer. I just don't use those products a lot, and so therefore this is like not a brush that I'm using every day, but you can't go wrong with e.l.f. I mean, what was the brush, like $3? You really can't go wrong there. Number 12 is the Tower 28 lip gloss. I got mine in the shade Oat, and this is the Shine On Lip Jelly. They do have like 2 different formulas of this, I think, and they come in a few different shades. I like this lip gloss. I'm just not a huge lip gloss fan. And ironically, as I say that to you, I'm wearing a lip gloss. I do think that my Samantha March and Ofra Millie lip gloss is like my current favorite lip gloss at the moment. This is a good gloss. It's creamy. It sits on the lips nicely. It's not too pigmented, but it's pigmented enough. I'm not a huge gloss fan. So when I was trying to rank these, I was thinking about like, if I lost them all out of my collection, what would I repurchase first? And like a gloss in general just isn't going to be it for me. Then we have another eyeshadow palette, and this is the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette. When I purchased this, we had a casualty. I did order this online, like with the ship to store from Ulta, and oh my gourd, was shattered everywhere. And I think I got this, I didn't pay full price. I don't remember what the deal was. I think it was like $25 off of $75 or something. So that's when I purchased this eyeshadow palette. Sorry, I like don't know how to hold it without blinding you guys. But really I got it because of this shade right here, Falling For You. I do like these mattes. I don't think the Too Faced formula is like my favorite formula, but I do enjoy their eyeshadows. I do think that this palette is beautiful. The mattes blend nicely. I really like this Falling For You shade. I have so much new makeup that like I have other eyeshadow palettes that I like more than this one. So it's limited edition. You can't get it anymore, but I am enjoying it. Like I said, it's good, but I don't think that Too Faced is like my favorite formula by any means. My friend Heather Austin convinced me or influenced me to pick up the Juvia's Place lip liners. I have 2 of them in the shade So Rare and Love Me. So Rare is a deep nude shade. Love Me is more of like a mauve shade. Did I tell you the number? We're at number 10. Top 10. So I really enjoy these lip liners. These are the kind that twist up. So if you're someone who likes a very fine point, you're not going to get this with these. They're more rounded out. I don't mind that. I like a twist up as opposed to something that I have to sharpen. I guess I haven't found a sharpener that I love so much. So this is easy, convenient. I don't have to worry about sharpening them. I really enjoy them. I've been wearing So Rare more than Love Me, but I think they're great quality. I want to say they're like $10. I picked mine up at Ulta. Again, Juvia's Place has sales like all the time. So you can get these on sale even though they are affordable. I probably should have said this before, but really the only ones that I didn't like were 16 and 17, the Milk Hydro Grip and the Tower 28 SOS spray. Then the past few that we've talked about have been ones that I like. Maybe I just don't like love them. They're not favorites, but I do really like them. I feel like number 10, my Juvia's Place lip liners, they're still alike. They're not like my favorite lip liner formula, but now moving forward, we are in like the love category where I literally just thought about how I had to order these, like if I was gonna repurchase them. But everything that I'm about to mention to you, I do love and I do highly, highly recommend. So going with number 9, it is a highlighter and it was limited edition, and I am talking about the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow. I think not only does this highlighter look stunning in the pan, but it gives me a beautiful like gold champagne highlight. If you are a little bit more fair than me, this may be too dark on you. Now I don't know that you can get it any longer, so I guess if you don't have it, you can't get it, but I do like this. It does work with my skin tone. It just gives me a very beautiful champagne glow, and I'm a huge fan of the Natasha Denona formula because I have another one on right now, but I like to glow. Like, boom, I want to glow. I'm still into, I don't want a subtle glow. I'm very much into like a pop on the face, but I don't like glitter. So I want it to look like it has melted into my skin and I am glowing from within. And the Natasha Denona highlighters do that for me. Number 8 is a makeup remover, and it is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I have been using a cleansing oil from Clinique, Take the Day Off oil, for many, many moons now, and I wanted to try this guy out because I hear it raved about on YouTube, and the reason why I didn't like balms before was because I felt like they didn't really melt down and soak into the skin. I hope you can see I've used a ton. This one, when I rub it in my hands, it does melt down into an oil, which I really like. There is a strong scent though, and it kind of reminds me of like Vicks Vapor Rub. So if you're sensitive to menthol scents, this might not be a favorite for you, but I wanted to try Pharmacy. I wanted to try this makeup removing cleansing balm, and I really enjoy it. I would totally repurchase it. A lip liner formula that I do love is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is her Lip Cheat Pencil. This is in the shade Iconic Nude. I will rock a nude lip liner with any lipstick. Red, brown, nude, pink, it doesn't matter. These you do have to sharpen, so as you can see, mine needs to be sharpened. It is very low, but these are super creamy. They don't tug on the lips. They are a bit more expensive because it's Charlotte Tilbury, but I am a huge Charlotte Tilbury fan. I really like this formula, and this is just like a beautiful nude shade. So I'm really happy to have that in my collection. Number 6 is by the brand Hourglass, and I know that a lot of people are upset with Hourglass and their lack of inclusivity, but this is a product that I mentioned in my haul, so I did want to follow up with it, and it does come in at the number 6 spot, and this is the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder, their Veil Powder. I do really enjoy this. I feel like it's very finely milled. It is more thin and lightweight than my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, and I just use it to set underneath the eyes and on my forehead, and it really works very nicely for me. I did have to say I do enjoy this powder. Now we're down to the top 5. So this next set was a set of 3 products, and really there was one main product that put it in the number 5 spot, but because I purchased it as a set, I wanted to talk about it as the set, and this is the Pharmacy House of Gold Hydrating Honey Bestsellers. So it came with the Honeymoon Glow, which I know is a fan favorite. Ooh, sorry. I know that this is a fan favorite, and I think, okay, so I got this for $60, and I think that people were saying that this is like $50 or something. So you got a full size of the Honeymoon Glow and 2 smaller sample sizes. Truth be told, I've used this once. I haven't had any issues. I just did like a little patch test to make sure that it didn't irritate my skin, and it didn't, but I haven't used it much more than that. I also used the Honey Potion, which is their renewing antioxidant hydration mask. I've used this a handful of times, maybe 3 or 4. I like to use this a couple times a week. I do have dry skin, so this goes on, and then it's like a honey. Let me show you. I just dropped the top. So it looks like honey in the pot, okay? But then you scoop it out and you rub it on your skin, and as you start to rub it in, it warms up and it turns into like this white film. So it's very, very interesting. It feels very hydrating on the skin. I do really enjoy it. It's a good product. I'm gonna keep using it. But the reason why this falls into the number 5 spot is because of the Pharmacy Honey Halo Moisturizer. I used this moisturizer up completely. It was in an empties. It surprised me. It really did, because when you first put it on, it's very lightweight on the skin, but it soaks in completely, and like my skin, like hours later, I would rub it and I was like, my skin is so soft. Initially, I thought it wasn't gonna be hydrating enough. I was like, I need something that's thicker. I need like my Lala Retro Whipped Cream. But now, I had a backup of the Lala Retro Whipped Cream, and I've been using that since I finished this up, and I think I like the Honey Halo more. So when my Drunk Elephant is gone, I will be repurchasing this, and this little guy is why this set is in the 5th place. In the number 4 spot, I have my 2 Buxom blushes. I picked up the shade Seychelles. This is the Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. And let me open it up for you. This is the shade Seychelles. It's hard for me to say those two together. And then I got the shade Dolly. Dolly is a little bit darker than Seychelles. The thing I like about these blushes is, for one, they look light. They're super pigmented, like tap lightly, very pigmented blushes. They don't have shimmer or glitter, but they have a bit of a sheen on the skin, and I really enjoy that. Like I said, I have dry skin, so anytime I can get a little extra glow to the skin, I really want that, and these blushes do that for me. I did get them during the Black Friday sale at Ulta. I think they're normally like $22, and I got them for $11.50. I feel like these go on sale during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, so I would say if you want to pick them up, I definitely recommend them. I love them so much, but see if you can get them during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. If you can't, I would totally pay full price for these. I think they're amazing. I just feel like if you can save a few dollars, like hold out and wait for a sale, but I love them. They're beautiful. Okay, so I got confused for a minute because in the number 3 spot, I just wrote Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Well, I have the Pillow Talk lip liner, but I got that several years ago, so I knew that wasn't it. I also have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Quad, and I was like, well, I just wore that the other day, but again, that's not new, so I had to think about what I got for my birthday. And it is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Blush. This is coming in at the number 3 spot. I would say that the Charlotte Tilbury blush formula is a little less pigmented than the Buxom formula, but you can build this up beautifully. Again, you have a sheen, it gives you a nice healthy glow, and it's just a beautiful mauve shade. I love Charlotte Tilbury packaging. You get a little mirror in here. Her products are amazing. Huge fan, loving this blush. Apparently, I picked up a ton of blushes. And in the number 2 spot, I have talked about this blush time and time again. It was one that I was not going to get, but oh, how happy I am that I did. This is the Melt Digital Dust Duo. Again, a tongue twister in the shade Raw Honey. I just mixed these two together. It has a beautiful sheen to it, very healthy glow, very pigmented. This is a blush where like I was using it every single day and I had to put it away and put it in a drawer because I was not using other blushes. So in looking at all of my products, I thought if they all went away tomorrow, like what blush would I pick up first? And that would be this one. That would be this blush by Melt. I love it. I do not think that the other 2 shades of this formula would work for me. I think they would be a little bit too dark, but Raw Honey is gorgeous on my fair skin. And in the number 1 spot, the product that I would purchase first if all of this went away is the highlighter that I am wearing today. Can you see it? It is by my girl Natasha Denona, and you can still get this highlighter. It is the Super Glow Highlighter in the shade 01 Fair. I am obsessed. This was a birthday gift from my best friend Smegs. I love this formula. So I told you before when I was talking about the other Natasha Denona highlighter that I like to glow. I don't want it to be subtle. I want it to be bam. And the Natasha Denona is, you can tell I have highlighter on my face, but I get compliments all the time because this highlighter, it doesn't have chunks of glitter. It literally like melts into the skin to the point where I look like I am a vampire in the Twilight movie and I'm glowing from within. And that is how I want to look. I borrowed Smegs for like 2 weeks, I think. I really didn't want to give it back to her. She has major pan on hers. She wears it all the time. But every time we would be together, I would say, oh my gosh, I love your highlighter. What is it? This one. Oh my gosh, I love your highlighter. What is it? This one. And this has been my favorite highlighter. I did do a ranking all of my highlighters, blushes, and bronzers like several months ago, and my Ofra highlighters were in the top spot. But I think if I were to redo this, I think that Miss Natasha here would have to take the #1 spot for that one. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this follow-up, mini reviews, ranking style. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you like the follow-up videos like this, let me know down below. Otherwise, I do need to follow up from the haul that I posted in February, and I do have some thoughts already going in my head. So if you like the ranking style, let me know. If you don't care about the ranking style and you just want like little follow-ups and mini reviews, let me know that too. And I will go ahead and film those for you. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you will subscribe, stay a while, be part of the K-Bella fam. That way I can see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.